Make a date with Reverend Dr. Ebenezer Markwei at 6 a.m. from Monday to Saturday on Graphic Online via Facebook and YouTube as he expounds on matters of faith. Graphic Online, truth and accuracy every day.
Hello. This is Reverend Dr. Ebenezer Markwei of FOOTSTOOLS International, bringing you matters of faith with Graphic Online. And I'd like to capture my thoughts today with the words, enemies equals to footstools. And I was reading this scripture and it just leapt at me. Psalm 110 verse 1. God just put it so powerfully. He said, and the Lord said unto my Lord, sit on my right hand until I make your enemies your footstool. Oh, wow. This is very interesting, eh? God says, you sit down and I will make your enemies your footstool. Wow, there are a few principles over here. Look at what God is saying. You've been through adversity, you've been through storms, people have thrown spears at you, shot arrows at you, they've wounded you, they've hurt you, they've done all things. Now the Lord now says, number one, sit. And the first principle is sit. That means rest. Don't fret. Don't be hyperactive. Don't sit. Rest in yourself. Look, sit. I remember a couple of years ago, many years ago when I was a kid. I was coming from church. I was just passing through my grandmother's alley, and then this big boy just crossed me, and then he said, you think you are wearing nice clothes, and so you are passing in front of my house. What kind of logic is this? I'm coming from church. I went to worship God. And in those days, our mothers won't want us to go and worship God wearing just ordinary clothes. You know, the bonyatadia, the Christmas dressing, and all those things. And then I'm passing by a house, and not said a word to him. And then he says, you think so you're wearing a nice dress, so you come and pass in front of my house. What did I do wrong? And he was going to beat me. And he had even given me the first slap already. When all of a sudden a big man, who later on I found was related to me, he just passed recently. God bless his soul. And this man just started and said, what are you doing? Why are you beating him? And you know what he said to me? Sit down. He asked me to sit on a staircase. And he gave that young boy a thrashing. He really beat the living daylights out of that guy. And I was just sitting down and watching the whole, drama. Boy, gave the guy a knock and all those things. You can call it child abuse, but he was also abusing me. And guess what? He said, sit. You know, when God said, you sit, that means, can you stop fighting? Stop answering. Stop retaliating. Stop talking back. Sit. Don't do anything. Just sit. And that's what God said. Sit. And you're not just sitting anymore. You're sitting on the right hand of God. You're sitting on the place of blessing. So God is saying, sit, rest in the blessing. Rest in the fact that I'm blessing you. Rest in it. He said, sit. Oh, wow. Yeah, but you know, I'm saying, sit. Oh, but I'm anxious. How's it going to turn out? Sit. But you know, I didn't do anything. Sit. This is a command of God. He said, sit. Sit. That is rest. That is, don't be anxious anymore. Don't fret yourself. Don't get worried over what the enemy is doing. Don't get worried over what people are saying. Don't get worried with accusation, a false accusation. Don't get worried. He said, sit. So can you come to that place where you say, okay, I leave it into the hands of God. You get it? And there's a song that says, when you are leaning on the everlasting arms of God, what a peace, what a blessedness. Rest in your spirit. Rest in your heart. Rest in the comfort that God has taken up this fight. That this fight belongs to God. And that this battle belongs to God. Sit. And you say, the Lord said to my Lord, sit at my right hand. So now God is making a command. You sit. And therefore the onus of obedience lies with you. You have to make that resolution that I will sit. So I may see the arrows coming. I may see this thing. But I am sitting. I can see the flex of the enemies. I can see the pain, the boulders of pain being held at me. I can see those fire brimstones, those coals being thrown around me. I will sit. So the Lord said unto my Lord, sit at my right hand. So sit down in peace, rest. Well, the choice to sit or not is yours. The command has been given, but you choose to obey it or not. I think it is better we choose to sit. See you later.